What's up, sports fans? It's your man D back. Speak Your Mind Sports Talk. All right, man. Talking about Virgil Ortiz and Tank Davis this morning. Let me see here. I always get that. Just want to make sure we up and running here. Don't seem like we live for some reason. I mean, I am live, but okay, hold on. Yeah, we live. Just wanted to make sure we was live. All right, everybody. So, yeah, Tank Davis, Virgil Ortiz is going to be on the menu this morning. All right, we live. I don't know. It seemed like we weren't live there for a second. All right, so started us off, Tank Davis, man. Tank Davis, I think, okay, so we had the Leo Santa Cruz situation, right? But back during that Leo Santa Cruz time, was saying to myself that Tank Davis appears to be, at least Tank himself, trying to go into a different path. It's almost as if he's beginning to, do something with himself in the sport of boxing right now, right? So, Jamar Turner, what's good with you? What's good, Jamar? First up in the building. So, here's the thing. Tank and JoJo Diaz, possible matchup. I've seen this in a couple of articles. The Athletic had it in their article. I think it was on Boxing Scene. They were talking about it. My thing with Tank Davis is that JoJo seems like a reasonable fight and all of that, right? My whole thing with Tank Davis is, unless I hear it from Floyd Mayweather, I'm just not too comfortable with it, man. And, that's my whole thing. Like, if I don't hear Floyd saying it, I'm not too comfortable with that's really going to happen. Now, JoJo will be a decent fight for Tank. I do like the fact that, and again, since the Leo Santa Cruz, because I was saying it since then, Tank Davis appears to be changing his habits. He appears to be at least trying to do something. And it wasn't because of the Leo Santa Cruz fight. It was because of what Tank was doing leading into that fight. See, Tank was more focused, dedicated, in the gym, training, not partying and all of that nonsense that we used to see Tank do. He wasn't doing that going into Leo Santa Cruz. He was in the gym. He was working with different trainers. I was like, bro, and this was before the fight camp even started. And I'm thinking to myself, man, Tank Davis, and shout out to my dude Unbiased, King Unbiased. Hope you're doing well, Unbiased. But he always used to say that a focused and dedicated Tank Davis is a dangerous Tank Davis. Now it appears that Floyd and Ellaby are trying to put him in at least decent fights. It's still not as if they're trying to get him to fight the best, which is what we would all like to see. If you're claiming he's the best, he should be fighting amongst the best. So we're still not getting that. But we're getting better than the Nunez's and the Uriorcas Gamboas and, all of these foolish fights. Mario Barrios was a valid win. And I'm pretty sure that we could see after the fight, the way that played out, that was a valid win. Now it could be JoJo Diaz in October. Now, here's the thing. Valid win. I give Tank credit for JoJo Diaz. Look what JoJo Diaz just did to Javier Fortuna. He came up, proved himself. This is a former champion. So I'll give Tank credit for JoJo Diaz. And it's a good fight. Problem is it amongst the best? Is it the Shakurs, the Oscar Valdez, Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia, because if these are the guys that you're putting yourself in that plateau, then you shouldn't be fighting JoJo Diaz, because I'm pretty sure if you take a consensus, JoJo Diaz versus Teofimo, JoJo Diaz versus Devin Haney, JoJo Diaz versus Vasil Lomachenko, and so hell, even JoJo Diaz versus Shakur Stevenson, JoJo Diaz versus Oscar Valdez. So when you look at these names and you look at JoJo Diaz, where he is in the career, like, man, it's a good fight, but it's still that Floyd and Ellaby nonsense, man. We want Tank Davis to fight the best. Now, it's nothing set in stone. They're just talking about this fight. Miami Kid, what's good? What's good? Do you think Floyd would ever put him in there with Lomachenko and Teofimo? That remains to be seen, man. I don't know, Miami Kid, but that's the direction that Tank really needs to take, bro. That's the direction that he needs to take. Lomachenko, Teofimo, Devin Haney, even Ryan Garcia, like I say, Oscar Valdez, Shakur Stevenson. I'm not looking for Tank to be going up there to 140 fighting on Josh Taylor, Regis, and guys like that. I'm not really calling for that. Yeah, he beat up Mario Barrios, but let's keep it there. So I'm not saying Tank needs to do that. But at least the top guys at 35 and 30, yeah, he should be. I don't even really think Teofimo should go right up there messing with Josh Taylor before getting acclimated to the divisions and none of that. So no way would I put that on Tank's shoulders. But he should at least fight the top guys at 35 and 30, which, Lomachenko and Teofimo fits into that category. And not even Teofimo, but for so long, man. Devin Haney and Teofimo, they're huge kids, bro. These guys are going to have to move up to 140 soon. It ain't gonna be long. So, but these are the types of fights that Tank needs to have. And to be honest, Miami Kid, I'm not too sure if Floyd's going to do it. Okay, so Floyd is inching him up, though. Like right now, I think that this is something that probably should have happened in Tank's career, say 4 or 5 years ago. What's good? What's good? Smoking Joe in the building. What's good, my bro? Good to see you. This is something that probably should have happened like 4 or 5 years ago. Floyd Mayweather should have started easing Tank up the level of competition the way he is doing now. But I think he's going uphill, right? And again, I'm not for it. I'm not advocating for it because I think this is something that should have happened years ago. But I think that he is at least starting to go uphill. Because, just think about it. You go from Gamboa, Fooey, to Leo Santa Cruz, Leo. And then you go to Mario Barrios. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. And then JoJo Diaz. So at least he's starting to go with, up to at least valid opponents. Whereas before, bro, it was just a lot of garbage. Garbage, right? All of these freaking WWE events, as I call them. And even with Mario Barrios, again, I give Tank credit, but I knew he was going to win that fight. JoJo Diaz, I think Tank beats him. Be a good fight, though. JoJo Diaz fighting with Javier Fortuna and, by the judges' scorecards winning. I had Javier Fortuna winning 7-5. But with that being said, I don't accept unanimous decision. I think that's a load of crap, bro. Because I actually had Javier Fortuna winning that fight with JoJo 7-5. So split decision, majority decision, but unanimous decision, JoJo, I don't know. However, I can accept them giving JoJo the win. Because if it's 7-5, it could go the other way. It could easily go the other way. But anyway, with that being said, Tank and JoJo in October, because Tank did say he's going to fight again this year. You know what I mean? 150 was good. All right. I only had one person on the panel in the morning, 150. You could be the special guest this morning, bro. No doubt. No doubt. Let me drop that in for you. There you go, 50. 50 special guests this morning. But yeah, they maybe in October or something. Tank has said that he's going to fight again this year. And I was telling people since the Leo Santa Cruz fight, we get ready to see a different Tank already. I think that's showing his face. He's going to be being more active. He's in the gym in between fights. You don't see him blowing up now. Go back before Leo Santa Cruz, months before Leo Santa Cruz, he was in the gym, he was getting, and we haven't seen Tank Davis do a lot of the old things that he used to do, the things that people always criticize him. We've not seen what the heck is going on? That Tank Davis. We've not seen this Tank Davis since way before the Leo Santa Cruz fight. I think this Tank Davis here is gone. I think this Tank Davis is long gone. I don't think we're going to see him anymore. I think Tank Davis now is focused, dedicated, and he really want to do something. Now, I ain't getting overzealous, I'm not going to get overzealous, but I do believe that Tank Davis is out of here, man. That's old news. And a lot of people still see that guy. The lack of discipline, the foolery, the in the club, the nonsense, that's what they still see. They're not really paying attention to what, even when he got in trouble down in Florida. Think about it. Yeah, he was driving, he crashed and all of this dumb stuff, but he was coming from the gym and he wasn't in the DMV where he usually gets into trouble. He was in Florida because he wanted to stay away from that training. So that old fat, out of shape Tank, he just went late in the fight with Mario Barrios and stopped him late, which remember all of that Tank gassing situation. So I think we're seeing a different Tank Davis. And again, it's still not the best. It's not the best guys, but it is definitely going in the right direction. I ain't jumping on the bandwagon yet or praising him or anything, but it's definitely going in the right direction. All right, W. Rouse, bro, write all of that in one comment, man. Don't spam my chat like that. You got all of that you wrote, you could write in one comment. So, I don't like foolishness, bro, but appreciate it. He said, Tank ready for another Mikey Mouse fight, taking the PBC protective custody. Well, more like TMT, because that's Floyd at Ellaby show with Tank Davis. Miami kid, he said, what about Progress? If Tank can beat him, nah. Progress stops Tank, bro. That's what I'm saying. I don't require that for Tank. Because let's be honest, he's coming. Tank discipline has been Tank's problem. People keep saying he's too big. He's a smaller frame guy, so he can make these lower weights. He was undisciplined. He was in the club eating, effing off, just messing around. Discipline was the issue. And he's been, he's, at least it appears he's attempting to adjust his discipline, and he's been doing well. He was in phenomenal shape in the Leo Santa Cruz fight, and he was in phenomenal shape in the Mario Barrios fight. And again, and since before the Leo Santa Cruz fight, all the way to the Mario Barrios fight, we've not seen this guy. Not during the fight, not in between the fights, not on the layoff. No, we've not seen that. We've seen Tank focused and in the gym. This guy has not been around throughout his past 2 fights and before. So I think that his mental is going in a different direction, which is the start of something. You know what I mean? Joshua Little John, what's good with your brother? What's good? The beating women. Yeah, I know. The crashing cars, the kissing Brona. Oh, man, Rouse. The kissing Brona. Mike from Boston, what's good? Smoking Joe said, Tank really was a tank back then. I think he upped in the gym. Look, okay. He said, okay, I'm sorry. I think he upped his gym game when Floyd was working with Haney for that short period. He did, Smoking Joe, and I did a live back then when Floyd was flying Haney all around on the jets, taking them to expensive dinners. That sparked something in Tank. Jealousy, envy, you know how it is. You know, oh, why daddy over there giving him all the attention, whatever. But it was for the good. Is it like, oh, you want to pay attention to him? All right, I'm going to get in the mind. I'm going to show you something. And he stopped messing around. And sometimes it takes, you never know where the inspiration can come from. But, yeah, back then, Joe, I was saying the same thing, bro. I agree with you 100%. He didn't like to see that. He wanted the attention back to him. Because in this here game, if you're going to decide to go full-fledged with a guy and let him control everything about you, then you're dependent on that guy. So in the sport of boxing, Tank is dependent on Floyd. So when he sees, you know, everything, my next fight, my next move, my next money back, he over here messing with him, it could bother the kid. You know what I mean? Could really bother him. Fish, what's good with your fish? Appreciate you. Luis Puente, mi hermano. Good to see you, Luis. Morning, D. Jeff. We bless you too. God bless you, bro. Appreciate that. Luis. Joe says Tank versus Taylor is the fight. If Gervonta. Nah, I don't like it. It's too much. I don't really like, without an acclamation fight or two, I don't even like that fight for my guy Tio. And I think Tio beats Tank for sure. Fight Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor's an animal, bro. Ain't no damn Mario Barrios. And Barrios was giving Tank some work. Man, Josh Taylor would beat the living hell out of Mario Barrios. Guaranteed. So, and I don't want to hear that Styles make fights foolery because Josh can do it all. No, that's a dangerous fight for Tank. Dangerous fight for Tio. Any of those guys at 35 right now. And hell, it may be a dangerous fight for Terrence Crawford. We talking Tank? Please. What if Josh Taylor goes in there and upsets or give Terrence Crawford a hell of a romp? Then what the hell you think about Josh versus Tank? Like, no comparison. What people think about Terrence Crawford versus Tank? It be Tank's little ass. I don't think Taylor's a different animal, man. You know, Floyd ain't going to put Tank nowhere close to Josh Taylor, nowhere in the stratosphere, not in even the same arena or state as Josh Taylor. Floyd ain't crazy, man. He beat Tank into oblivion. Bruce Goes, what's good with you? D.O., I think Tank deserves a second chance. He has the potential, and we are starting to see it right now. I mean, look, I'm not talking bad about him. That's the second chance he get from me, Joshua. I used to be a Tank fan, buddy. Okay? I'm from the DMV. I used to support Tank to no end. So don't think I'm getting back on that bandwagon no time soon, dog. No, I don't. I said I'm tired of it. I'm sick of Floyd. I'm not supporting Tank. I used to be a huge Tank fan. But dog, I couldn't take it. And so it's harder for me, Joshua. Like, it's other people who, outside of the sport that want a fan. But when you're a fan of somebody and they just disappoint you over and over and over again, we already went through the Adrian Broner nonsense. Nah, bro, I had to stop dealing with Tank. So for him to win me back over, nah, this ain't enough. Because like I said, JoJo Diaz is good, but he not one of the best. He fight Shakur Stevenson, Oscar Valdez, and then after that, go to 35 and fight a Devin or Tio or Loma. Okay, then we talk about him winning me back. But Mario Barrios and JoJo Diaz, nah, they don't put me through way too much for that Joshua. Floyd and Ellaby, and they have to truly redeem themselves. I don't know what happened. 50, what happened to you? I gave you the link. All right, anyway. So, Jim Lord, what's good? What's good? He said, hey, D, what do you think about Casimiro? Rigondeaux, look, man, it's a great fight. And I think I want to go for the old school, man. I want to go for the upset here, Jim Lord. I actually want to go for the upset. Guillermo Rigondeaux to upset John Real Casimiro. Yeah. Rigondeaux is a better boxer than Casimiro. Casimiro is fast. He's powerful. He hits hard. Of course, he has the youth on his side. So he has the advantages. He can box, but he is defensively irresponsible. That's number one. And Rigondeaux is, although older, very experienced, especially at that weight class, man. Upset Rigondeaux, late stoppage, 11th round, baby. That's what I feel. I got a gut feeling about that. I think we all know Casimiro can win. He can stop Rigo. But I don't know, man. I think Rigo's a better boxer. I smell an upset in the air on that, Jim Lord. I smell an upset in the air, brother. Fish. He said, I see licensed Spartini out and about around town, a kick in the face to relatives grieving their losses from COVID. What are you talking about, Fish? Think he wants to get stripped. Oh, you talking about Tyson Fury? Oh, man. I ain't paying attention to none of that, bro. I don't understand how everybody else in this sport catches COVID and it's like, okay, they wait for the fight. Now Tyson Fury catches COVID and people want him to get stripped. And come on, bro. Y'all boxing fans are freaking mad, bro. Mad. Fish, you be jumping on those bandwagons sometimes, too. Look, I didn't believe COVID way back when I was talking about it. Fish, you've been around long enough. I'm like, bro, this is just something they're using to delay fights. Well, don't make a big deal of it now. There's been this situation. Fish, I said this months ago. Last year with this C19 nonsense, these guys pop up on these big fights. So let's not make a big deal out of it now because it's Tyson Fury. It's still the same story. Whatever they may be delaying the fight for. But to talk about stripping, did they strip Povetkin of his interim when he got COVID? I mean, come on, bro. Come on, dog. I agree with you. I think Stank Davis days are gone and he's actually focused Tank now. Yeah, I think so, bro. I think so. I think he's really trying to get something done as if Floyd will move him the right way. JoJo Diaz, phooey. I would like to see Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez, Shakur Stevenson, Oscar Valdez, even Jamel Herring over JoJo Diaz. I got to be honest. All of those fights are better than JoJo Diaz, right within Tank Davis's weight class, and that's what we need. And I think that Tank is ready to take that. Tank, personally, he's ready to go and take those fights. It's Floyd that is he going to pull the trigger? That's the question. And I don't think Floyd is going to pull the trigger. He's moving up slowly. JoJo decent, but it's going to be at 35. Yuli, what's good with you, Yuli? Yeah, it's going to be at 35 if it happens. October is just talking about it now. This next fight we're going to talk about is locked in August 14th, baby. Boom, Virgil Ortiz, Adidas Kavaliauskas, mean machine as they call him. It's going to be a good fight. Curry Powder, yo, what's good with you, fam? Jim Lord says, I think under 6, Rigo got KO. Okay, under 6, okay. You still, okay, I see you see. Yeah, we can see each other, yeah. Under 6. I got you, Jim. Yeah. Rigo does have that KO power, man. And I think he can catch Casimero, get him in trouble. But Casimero's gonna keep coming forward, bro. That dude has a lot of heart, gumption. He bite down on his gum shield and keep going. So gotta, he said Stank Davis. Yeah, man, Stank Davis. Sugar in this Tank Davis. Yeah, he just Tank now, bro. He just Tank. I ain't even messing with Tank right now. He's doing all right. D Justin, bro, Charlo undisputed fight this weekend, and I'm just now seeing the trailer for. I know it's terrible, bro. It's absolutely terrible. The promotion on it, I mean, they talking about, Spence and Pacquiao going, that fight's off. They doing the rush hour poses and all of this nonsense. And I'm like, bro, I really, they pumping all of this out here when Jamel's getting ready to go for 4 belt. It's atrocious, bro. He said, so if anyone heard anything of Teofimo fight, is there a date in stone yet? I keep hearing different. No, it's nothing set. Nothing set yet. Can Castano win or will he get robbed? We'll talk about that in a minute, Curry. Let me get on to this Virgil Ortiz and Adidas Kavaliauskas fight. JoJo is the nickname. Yeah. Are you asking, is he their brother? No, I don't think he has any relation to them. No. They're all tough guys, though. As long as Tank under Floyd, that fight won't happen. Yeah, facts. That's a fact. Jerome Benjamin, what's good with you? What's good, brother? Joshua Littlejohn says, is there going to be a press conference for the... It already was a pressing. Last night, I think, or something. I don't know. But, okay, check this out, bro. Virgil Ortiz and Adidas Kavaliauskas. What are we looking for in this fight? That's the question. What are we looking for in this fight? You know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for how convincingly Virgil Ortiz beats him. That's what I'm looking for in this fight. 50, what's up with you, brother?
What's up, bro? Hey, my bad. I ain't joined right away. I was eating this shit. Yeah, what's up, man? You good?
Yeah. No doubt. Yeah, no, I just have one person on the panel in the morning, so you was a special guest, but I only stay on for an hour in the morning now. So
all right, that's fine.
So yeah, so I'm on to, do you have anything you wanted to say about Tank and the JoJo situation or any of that before I move on to this Virgil?
Yeah. I was about to say, bro, I didn't even know that shit was happening, bro. I didn't even hear about that. What? I didn't even know they making that shit for real. That's official?
No. It's that fight is in talks right now. So there's nothing set in stone. But that's a fight that they have in sight, and it makes sense because it's one of those things where it's a danger factor, but not too much of a danger factor, which is right down Floyd's alley. But with this fight, I like it because JoJo's been proving himself. So I actually like this fight. JoJo beat one of Tank Davis's basically rivals, right? Remember, Tevin Farmer and Tank Davis was pretty much rivals. So JoJo took care of that business. So to see him fight Tank, there's a storyline there, you know, but it's actually a decent fight. It's not like Tank Davis fighting Mario Barrios and then go fighting some Yahoo somewhere. You know what I mean? So, but it's not really what we want. We would rather have Oscar, Shakur, Jamel, Lomachenko, Devin, Tio, Ryan. Those are the fights we would rather have, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so, but Virgil Ortiz and Adidas Kavaliauskas, Mean Machine, as they call him, August 14th, that is set.
Oh yeah, I seen that. Yeah,
right. And so, right, and so my thing with this fight, guys, is what he said. I can't pronounce his name. What Mean Machine? That's why a lot of people call him.
Me. Yeah.
Yuli says, you see Ortiz fight as a showcase bout. No, sir. Remember, this is the same Kavaliauskas that put Terrence Crawford on the ground, bro. Right? I want no slip. He put him down. And for the first 5 rounds or so, he was giving him a fight. Ray Robinson Jr. is a tough guy to fight. Tough for anybody. He's a difficult fighter. And Kavaliauskas, you know, he showed that, but he boxed with him. So this is not a guy that just has power. He can also box, right? So I don't think that this is a showcase bout, and by any means, an easy fight for Virgil Ortiz. He gets full credit for this fight, bro. Well, remember, Kavaliauskas challenged for a title, and by my assessment, and I want you guys to think about this, Adidas Kavaliauskas was Terrence Crawford's toughest fight at 147. Tell me I'm wrong. He embarrassed Horn because Horn is a C-level fighter. So he absolutely embarrassed Jeff Horn. You could make the argument Jose Benavidez because he did take Crawford all the way to 12 before he got stopped. So he's right there with, say, like Jose Benavidez. So Adidas Kavaliauskas is not just some run-of-the-mill schmo, Yuli. I think that this is a good fight for Virgil. I think that it's a valid win. What you think, 50? What you think about this fight with Virgil and Kavaliauskas?
Oh yeah. It's a great fight, man. You know, this is a guy that put Terrence Crawford on the ground, and you know, Virgil said he wants to fight Terrence Crawford. So I feel like once he beats Mean Machine, I think he's gonna knock him out too. By the way, I think he's gonna knock him out, man. But once Virgil does that, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna put the world on notice. Like, oh shit, that you know what's the name? Bud Crawford fought this dude too, man. Virgil came up here and schooled this guy. And Crawford got to give him a chance now. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm looking at it. You know, it's a little showcase fight to move up to get the big fight. That's how I'm looking at it.
All right. You know, I'm wondering if Virgil or Geron in his boots will get their chance before they have to go up to 54. Those two guys are pretty big, man. And they're going to be going to 54 soon enough. I don't see them staying at 47 but so long. And they're young. You know, they're getting into their man strength and all that settled in, you know. I see a 154 move, and I wonder if they get their chance, either of them, to fight Crawford or Spence, you know. Spence got – I really don't see Boots or Virgil. As much as fans may say, oh, Spence ducking that, man, whatever. Spence is in a position where those two guys don't fit right now. You got to think about it. When you got like okay, get ready to fight Pacquiao now. Now, I expect Spence to get through that. So you get through Pacquiao, you put the ATG, the GOAT, the Hall of Famer on your resume, right? Who just beat Keith Thurman. So you got people saying Pacquiao can win and all this. I don't want to hear none of this nonsense about, oh, Pacquiao was old. You got to give Spence some type of credit. You don't have to blow it up and give him maximum credit, but you have to give him some type of credit because it's Manny Pacquiao whom some people think will win this fight, right? Okay. Terrence Crawford. Canelo Alvarez, which is like still in talk, which I think is ridiculous. Spencer get his ass whooped. But then a jump to 154, you know, it's money names in front of Errol Spence. And I don't think that these kids with no stock in them fits in. I don't think they fit into Errol Spence. Terrence Crawford, they would fit into, Gervonta and his boots, and Virgil Ortiz. Why? Because Terrence Crawford gets a base pay where he's going to get his money, and he's not fighting anyone. So it'll fit for him, but Virgil and Boots, Virgil, they don't fit for Errol Spence. And I'm just talking about the business side of it. The fight side of it, hell yeah, I would love to see him. All four of those guys bang it up. No doubt. But the business side of it, bro, I don't see that happening. Not with Errol Spence. And I'm doubting it's really slim that it'll happen. What the heck is Bob Arum and Crawford doing? What are they doing?
Oh yeah, that I don't even know. What's the name? On Major Key channel. You know, what's that dude name? The Coach Malachi. He was talking about you know, a dude that's close friends with Bud Crawford's father. He said that Bud Crawford is like holding on to the contract a little bit and is looking to go over to the PBC. That's what they said. So I mean, hey, I don't know, man. I really don't know what the hell Bud trying to do, man. Shit, he might be trying to go to PBC. He also was trying to right now. Yeah, he was in talks with NTK Global too. He was looking at that too.
That's what he should roll with. That's what he should roll with. He should go roll with TKs. That's yeah, but I don't think it's a showcase bout. Nah, usually Tank is getting old. And cut it out, Jim Lord. He's 27. He's 27, bro.
Yeah, he's 27. Yeah,
not getting old. He's going into his prime. You know, 30 is your prime years. Like he's going into his prime, man. Stop it, man. Floyd and Ellaby do need to. He is old enough. I will say this, Jim Lord. I'm with you where he is old enough. He's at the age where they need to stop messing around. And I think that it looks good. It looks good at this point. Leo Santa Cruz, okay, 4-division champion. Okay, your WWE show. Mario Barrios, and now talks about JoJo Diaz. Fine. But if you give us Rolly Romero next, see, there you go back with the nonsense again. So if you pay attention, Rolly been jacking off at the mouth, and Floyd Mayweather been talking Rolly up for some reason. So if they give us that fight, Rolly Romero WBA, which is like, come on, bro, or BO, whatever championship belt he has.
Yeah, interim
title or some dumbness.
Yeah, listen, interim champ.
Floyd and them need to stay away from those type of fights. JoJo Diaz are better. That's cool, but we'll just have to see with Tank. That's why I'm not really jumping back on Tank's bandwagon, because you never know with this guy, because he's being moved to be a star, not a division. Yeah, for sure. Bro, I couldn't pronounce your name if I try. Oh, Legend. Oh, okay. At first, I didn't see all of that. I am Legend. What's up? Tank destroys JoJo. I don't know about destroy him, but I do think he'll beat him up, probably stop him. I'm definitely picking Tank in that fight. I don't know if he'll destroy him. JoJo's tough, bro. You see, yeah, he's tough.
No, he's tough. Yeah, he got a good chin. Tough.
Virgil versus Stanionis would have been a better fight. Two young bulls. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think he's sleeping on Kavaliauskas, Miami kid. Mean Machine. They don't call him Mean Machine for nothing, son. Green Machine gonna stop or KO Virgil. Jerome Benjamin. Brethren.
Jerome Benjamin.
You smoking on some heavy ganja, brethren.
Yo, shout out Jerome Benjamin. I haven't heard from that dude in a long time.
Yeah, that's Jerome. He said he was tough until Bud turned up in the 6th round too. It was. He was. I don't think he's gonna stop Virgil. I think Virgil's gonna beat him up. But it's gonna be a good. But that's what I'm saying, Jerome. Just because of your opinion here, which I can respect your opinion. because I think it's a good fight. And I don't think enough people seeing it like Jerome here. That Kavaliauskas is a good fight for Virgil. This is not a runner. This is not a walkthrough fight or like he was asking earlier, a showcase fight. No, I think this is a valid opponent, and it's going to be, a good win for him. Will that put Virgil in title contention? Virgil should be in title. He's in title contention already. He doesn't need anything to put him there. He's already in title contention. They're just not giving him the fight, but he's in title contention. I think for Spence and Crawford, both of these guys, Boots and Virgil, they could get a fight. All you got to do is be in the top 10, ranked in the top 10 to get a fight. Joshua, both of them are ranked highly in multiple sanctioning bodies, and Spence and freaking Crawford holds all the major belts anyway. I mean, you got still with that WBA situation, but Keith Thurman should fight him. So if Virgil wipes the floor with Mean Machine, what does that mean? That means he wipes the floor with Mean Machine. It doesn't mean anything more than that. Styles make fights. Doesn't mean he'll do anything to Spence or Crawford, or just because Crawford got dropped and Crawford still stopped him. So it doesn't mean anything. It just means he wipes the floor with Mean Machine. But that does validate Virgil more, solidifies him more, and maybe as 50 said, it'll get more notice to him. So, hopefully it does those things, Iceman. But we know Virgil's good. So it's what should it mean? If it means something that people should already see, Iceman, what's the point? Because I get what you're saying, that should show you that Virgil is this. Well, we already know that. As the hardcores, we know that. The ones that don't know it, that's who it should only hold any significance to them. To us, it's just like, okay, we know what Virgil is. I know that I think I'm picking Virgil to beat Kavaliauskas. So that's a lot to be said, because I think Kavaliauskas is a very good fighter. I mean, what can you say? Curry powder, most fighters are big in their division. Yeah, for sure. Since 80, 90 years ago when they instituted weight classes, weight divisions, that's what the key is, right? Get down as low as you can safely so you can fight. That's the point to the whole thing, to cut weight down to the safest point and then fight. So yeah, you're right. Most of them are big. Yuli, I would find it funny if Pac-Man wins, because fans say Pac-Man was all over the hill, man. Yeah, man. That's what I've been saying to you. That's been debunked. Like waited him out and aged him out. And I'm like, well, so stupid. You don't age out the younger fighter. These people are idiots anyway. And then this younger fighter that Floyd so-called aged out is getting ready to fight Errol Spence. Yeah, that story been died. Whether Manny Pacquiao wins or loses, that whole Floyd aged him out story, that's dead already. He's getting ready to fight Errol Spence after beating Keith Thurman. Get out of here with that. That's old news. It makes no sense. Like, come on, Manny's still doing it now.
Yeah, man. I just want to see the fight. I just want to see what the hell gonna happen. I've been talking about it a lot, but I'm trying to stay away now, man. I was on a panel yesterday, man, with some people. Man, these motherfuckers super fucking Floyd fanboys, man. You know what I'm saying? They was discrediting Pacquiao, saying that he picked up Floyd's leftovers, they fought the same guys and this and that. Just a bunch of bullshit. He's a drug cheat. He said he's scared of needles. Dumb shit, man. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm done, bro. I can't talk with these people on this boxing shit sometimes, bro.
You know
that saying dumb shit.
Well, who fight Akhmadaliev? What are you talking about, Joshua? Who needs better promotion and to fight Akhmadaliev?
What? What the?
Joshua, okay? I'm confused. I'm moving on. You got me. Why not Bud Triller? I think that, man. Bob Arum ain't gonna lose ball to Triller. Triller got to be able to maintain Bob Arum. The PBC or MTK Global is probably his best options. Triller, they too new to take on a star like Bob. What do they have for Bud? It's not like if they get okay. So Triller gets Bud. Okay, who's his first fight? And then if he goes to Triller, he probably told PBC no. And now let's look at who's in their stable. So he goes to Triller. So who's his next fight? Like Triller ain't no option, bro. What's good, Buck 50? Oh, okay, that's Jerome. So what's good?
Yeah, Jerome. Yeah.
Said Thurman needs a tune-up before Ugas. What's tune-up for what, bro? All this tune-up nonsense. He better get his look, bro. Ain't no tune-up, man.
Nah, ain't no tune-ups. Yeah.
It's even kill. Ugas is not on that level. Listen, Thurman was an elite fighter when he was one-time Thurman. Elite, okay? Now that he's once upon a time Thurman, that's Ugas's level. Ugas is not now or never was elite, Joshua. So Thurman need to get it. Thurman ain't no spring chicken. And every time he fights, he gets injured. All right? Last 3 fights, injured after the fight, injured after the fight, injured after the fight. Garcia, freaking Josecito Lopez, and Manny Pacquiao. Injury. So he don't need no tune-up. A tune-up for what? To like another Josecito Lopez tune-up? And then he gets almost beaten and injured in that fight? No, he doesn't need any tune-up. And Thurman wants the money. So tune-ups don't get you money either. This is Thurman saying it. It's not me speculating now. Thurman talking about he want that bread. So he need to go right to Ugas. Right to him. No time to waste. Like, I mean, that's got to be the plan because he's not going to get the kind of money he's asking for, Joshua, fighting a tune-up. They're not giving that to Thurman, right? So it's got to go right to Ugas, Porter, Crawford, Spence, rematch with Danny even. He's got to go to the big fight. Thurman fighting Mikey Garcia over on the zone. Something like that. He'll get paid. Something he'll get paid off of. Someone that's standing across from him that also has stock in their name. Tune-up ain't gonna cut it, fam. Weight cut. Who's a weight cut? He said, I think Virgil stops Mean Machine in 5. Will do it more impressively than Crawford. After that, Crawford versus Virgil needs to be made. Huge pay-per-view fight. You know, Miami Kid, I think he could stop him in 5, but I'm not. Look, I don't know. Again, I think you better go look at some of Egidius Kavaliauskas fights, bro, before you make that clear assessment that Virgil. Because, again, I just said Miami Kid. I don't think Virgil's going to run through him. Virgil going in there stopping him in 5 is pretty much running through him. I don't think Virgil gonna run through Kavaliauskas like that, bro. I'm telling you now. No, sir. No, sir. We'll have to see, though. We'll have to see. Virgil's good, but Kavaliauskas, yeah, he can box. He's tough, too. He can take a punch, you know, but he can deliver a blow. And we see, remember, Virgil got buzzed up from Maurice Hooker. I'm pretty sure Kavaliauskas hit harder than Maurice Hooker, bro. Yeah, pretty sure about that. But I think Virgil stops him too. I will say that, Miami Kid. I just think we're not the same place on win. I think it's gonna be a little later. But I do think he stops him. I just think he has a little more difficulty getting him out of there. Crawford is old. He's not old. It's mid-30s. He's like 33, 34 now. It's not old. Pacquiao is old, Curry Powder. Crawford's not old. Povetkin is old. Alexander Povetkin is old. Crawford's not old. Gabe Lopez, Keith sometimes Thurman don't need no tune-up. Ugas or Garcia rematch is a good fight. Yeah, for sure. For sure. That's what I think too. Angel Gallo, what's up, Angel? He said, another stationary fight or a tank. He needs to fight slick fighters, Lopez, Haney. Yeah, man. I mean, what you gonna do? I'm not expecting Tank to fight the best. JoJo Diaz, I'll take it. It's not a run through fight. So I'm not expecting Floyd and Ellaby to put him in there with the best. Somebody that actually has a chance to beat him. I didn't think Mario Barrios had a chance to beat him. I was telling everybody, Tank gonna knock Mario Barrios out. I don't really care which round. I didn't pick 6 like Leo. I knew it would be later because Barrios could punch and he was taller, bigger, stronger than Leo. But inevitably, I knew Tank was gonna knock him out. No question in my mind. Because Floyd that was so that Tank could get his hand on that belt. On the WBA regular belt. It's all about elevations. The Urielkis Gamboa belt and this Mario Barrios belt is just all about elevations. That's why Floyd got his hands on those belts. That's what that's about. Jerome Benjamin, Virgil versus Green Machine gonna be a good fight. And it's definitely one. Yeah, it is. I look forward to it. What are you about to say, 50?
Shit. Nah, I forgot, bro. That shit. Man, I'm too young to forget shit, man. I think I'm too out, man. My bad.
No, I'm getting ready to join you after this live. But yeah, it's going to be a great fight, Jerome. It's going to be a great fight. And listen, guys. 2021 has been the year of boxing. Like, this year has been better than you guys got to think about this, man. This year has been better than most years we can think of. You can even go back, like, 2 undisputed fights in the books already. Could potentially be 3 if Canelo and Plant gets it in, right? In 1 year, that's unprecedented. Never happened. Not in 1 year, right? So that'll be that. But then all the good fights we've had throughout, the Chocolatito and Estrada fight. Like, man, this year's been great, and it's still going. Man, 2021. Well, who that? People talking boxing dead. Really? And boxing definitely ain't dead with these damn Paul brothers running around, these yahoos, right? The old guys coming back. Boxing is alive, bro. It's alive and well, and it's actually going uphill. It has to be. It's not dead. Look at these good fights we getting. Ryan Garcia, pansy ass running around. He's got a lot of people who's got eyes on boxing, and he's not even doing anything.
Yeah, who is he fighting, man?
Oh, who knows? He's not. He's capping. All I hear Ryan Garcia doing is capping, talking about Tank. Why is it you talking about Tank and Tank's not talking about you, Ryan? Exactly. Tank's not talking about Ryan Garcia. They're not even mentioning him. They're talking JoJo and possibly going back down to 130. And when Ellaby made that thing, I'm thinking Gary Russell Jr., but ain't nobody talking about Ryan Garcia. Floyd already told you what you need to do, Ryan. You go fight Rolly, and when Rolly knocked you out, I don't never want to hear you say Tank name again. Floyd, that's what Floyd wants you to fight Rolly first. Floyd trying to get Rolly paid. D, who would get more credit, Coleman, Devin Haney, or Tank? For what? Who would get more credit for what? I give Tank Davis more credit than the other 3. Tank's a multi-division champ. Now with Barrios, he has another good name on his right. I mean, Tank at this point, if you're just talking about credit in boxing, Devin ain't doing anything. He capping too. He cap master. Coleman and Haney don't have a dance partners. Who do you make the? Oh, you talking about if they fought each other? Oh, I don't know. I like all of those fights. Tank knocks Comey out.
Yeah, Tank knocking Comey right out. Tiafimo knocking him out. Tank gonna knock him out.
Yeah, Devin
sure.
it'll be a more interesting fight because Devin ain't got no power and Kobe does, so that would make for a more interesting fight. But Tank will knock Richard Kobe out, fam. See, that's why styles make fights because I don't see Tank as a superior boxer than Devin Haney, but he'll beat the hell out of Kobe easier than Devin Haney will.
Yeah, for sure. I think Devin Haney will. I think Devin Haney outbox Kobe.
Probably. He's gonna take him 12 most likely. Tank gonna put him out of there. The Coleman's defensive responsibility is Tank gonna find home. Bye-yow! Put him out, bro. Tank, look, what he do, Barrios is a, regular size 140 pounder, not this big guy like everybody's saying. But Tank showed power at 140. So I have to assume that his power works at 35. And I think he puts Comey out. Probably as quick or nearly as quick as Tio did. 5 rounds or less, I think he puts Comey out. I'm not even gonna lie, man.
Yeah, I was just watching shit on YouTube yesterday. I was watching Devin Haney sparring Shakur Stevenson, man. Shakur, man, he was looking very sharp, man. Landing a lot of clean punches on Haney.
Oh, yeah. Shakur is a beast, bro. I think he beat. That's what. Remember when we was on the Long Live, I was like, I think he beats Haney right now.
Yeah,
I think he beats Haney right now because Haney can't punch. He has no danger. That's why I think Lomachenko and Shakur Stevenson, I think they're kryptonite for Devin Haney. Right now, I think those two guys are kryptonite for Devin Haney.
Yeah.
Kryptonite.
Yeah, I agree. And Shakur too, man.
Punch. If he could punch, then maybe it would, I think he would be able to beat those guys. But because he can't punch, he has nothing to deter those guys. And they're superior boxers than Devin Haney. Lomachenko and Shakur, they're superior boxers. So they beat that kid. Everything I believe, they beat that kid, both of them. Devin, all of this, he couldn't lay a glove on me. Well, let me see you lay a glove on Shakur. Because Shakur is much better defensively than Devin Haney. Let me see you lay all these gloves on Shakur. I think Shakur will beat Devin Haney unanimously, bro. Unanimously, because Devin cannot punch.
Yeah, man, bro. Shakur is very defensively sound. You know what I'm saying? The last fight he had against the African dude.
Shakur got everything besides power. He has everything besides power. Everything.
Exactly.
Everything. Yeah. IQ, generalship, defense, offense, everything besides power. If Shakur had power, he'd be one of the most dangerous fighters in the game right now.
For sure, bro.
He had power. But he don't have power either. But that's why I just say just pure. So it's boxing. Why I know Lomachenko will beat Devin Haney. Why I know he will beat Devin Haney? Because Lomachenko does have power. And he'll put Devin Haney on the defensive. And then he'll take over.
Yeah, exactly.
Lomachenko will beat Devin Haney. He has enough power. Devin can't hurt Loma, but Loma will be able to hurt Devin. And he's a superior boxer. That's a bad combination. That's why Bill Haney didn't take Lomachenko. He could have taken Lomachenko instead of Jorge Linares. And then he would have been fighting Teofimo next, presumably, because if Lomachenko and Teofimo might have after Kambosos Jr. had Haney gone and beaten Lomachenko, then Lomachenko wouldn't even be in the picture. So there would be nowhere else to go but Haney. However, he decided to take Jorge Linares. Now, he could have taken Lomachenko. So before that Nakatani deal was done, it was on the table. Bob said, we can entertain this. But no, he went the Linares route because he knew better. Lomachenko beat that kid, bro. He'll beat him. And I've been saying this the whole time, too. You remember? I had Lomachenko number 2 the whole time. I've been saying he'll beat Devin Haney, and I still say he'll beat Devin Haney. And after watching watching what he did to Masaoshi Nakatani, I'm pretty confident he'll beat Devin Haney.
Yeah. Man. He fucking trashed Nakatani, man. He trashed him, man.
He beat the hell out of Nakatani.
Bro, that was a masterclass. Like, he just came up there and destroyed him, man. Like, Bro, he didn't win not one round, man. Yeah, Nakatani fighting dirty. Nakatani was headbutting him all night, low blows and all, man. That shit was funny.
That was a masterclass beatdown. Like it
Yeah,
was a masterclass and a beatdown. That was beautiful work by Lomachenko. I gotta tell you, man.
I
But
think he re-injured the eye, bro.
Teofimo Lopez. So, but anyway, all right. So, guys,
the 1 hour mark. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's the 1 hour mark. 50, you got some closing thoughts for me? Nah, Shakur's not a good finisher because he don't have any power. But he'll finish with about 30 punches in your face, looking real nice for the cameras and the scorecards at the end of the fight. That's so and in that sense, yes, he's a great finisher because he's gonna finish that last round looking impressive, shining on you. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's a great finisher. But 50, any closing thoughts, brother?
I was just gonna say, yeah, one more thing. I was just gonna say, yeah, man. Real quick, D. It's just a question, real quick, man. About Teofimo, man. What you think Teofimo should do, bro? You think he should fight Campos in Australia, or you think he should just vacate the belt? A lot of people saying he should vacate the belt. A lot of people saying he should go to Australia because he's gonna destroy Cambosis. But they're saying also that because what happened to Pacquiao and Horn, so they keeping that in mind. So what you think?
That won't happen it happened to Pacquiao because Pacquiao was ready to skate, okay? And Arum knew he was ready to skate. So Arum's vindictive. It won't happen to Teofimo because Arum just signed that healthy contract with that boy. So he ain't gonna snake him.
Yep.
You understand? He's gonna keep the belts there and keep this machine going because he just signed him. Now he has to pay him. So no. But it's gonna be up to Arum and those guys. I don't know. However, look, all of this Cambosis hype, just people cut it out. Teofimo's gonna beat the hell out of George Cambosis Jr. Beat the hell out of him. He is not in the stratosphere. Teofimo is at the top with Lomachenko and Haney and these guys. George Cambosis Jr. is a contender. That's it, guys. Let's not get it twisted. George, let me say this. Teofimo is amongst the best, the elites, the tops. People have him on the pound for pound list. George Cambosis Jr. is a contender. And not a threatening one to be at that because he went tooth and nails with Lee Selby. Stop it, bro.
126 pounder.
They're gonna beat the hell out of this kid. That kid has no power. George Cambosis Jr. is muscular, but so is Devin Haney. Think about it. He's muscular, but so is Devin Haney. He has no power. We're gonna go Teofimo. Teo's gonna knock his ass out.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I think Teofimo should go to Australia, man. Just knock him out, bro. Fuck it, man. Why not?
I think
get the fight out the way, then fight Lomachenko or some shit.
He had the opportunity to do that, but then the pandemic happened, and I don't know if the
pandemic.
See, George Cambosis Jr. has Greek investors backing him, and they were the ones who presumably offered up the 10 million Australian dollars, which comes out to like 7.2, 7.5 million American dollars. But theirs is called dollars too. But either way, it was those investors that offered up their money. But then when the country went back on lockdown, of course they pull out because now it's no venue to stack people into, so the money's not there. So they got to pull out of that investment. That's what happened. So, it is what it is.
Man, they need to get it out the way, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to let you go.
Out of here, man. 50.
Yeah.
Appreciate you joining me this morning, brother. And Joshua, Curry, Powder, Chin Smoke. Appreciate all you guys, man. I don't know if I'm going to crank up later. Like I said, it's up in the air. I don't know. I just been doing shorts. I ain't really been doing videos. I've been doing some YouTube shorts, just spitting out some little thoughts and stuff. Got a lot going on, guys. But love you all. Talk to you later. Y'all know how I always in this thing. For the love of sports, let's talk about it. Peace.